Hello, Board of Directors. My name is Patricia Rhodes, and I'm a student at University of Arizona Global Campus. Today, I will present to you the results of my research. My research is ways to increase the childhood immunization adherence. As we know, childhood adherence for immunization has decreased drastically in the past few years. And I've done a research study that will help to increase the immunization adherence by sending text messages to the parents. And I had two research questions. The first one is, do infants of parents who received text messaging immunization reminders in the first 6 months of life, in addition to the regular healthcare appointments reminders, have fewer barriers to immunizations compared to those infants whose parents receive text messaging well-being message? The second question is, do infants of parents who receive text messaging immunization reminders in addition to their regular healthcare appointment reminders in the first 6 months of life after high immunization rates at 7 months of age compared to those infants whose parents receive text messages of well-baby message? From my two questions, you can see that we have two study groups. We recruited the parents in Hawaii, and we received about 62 candidates, and in the end, we ended up with 57 participants. And 30 were in our intervention group, and 27 were in our control group. So the first question deals with how will the text messaging change the adherence to immunization when they receive a message from their caregiver as well as from us, and in comparison to the second group who will receive the text messages reminders from their health caregiver, and then the control group will only receive baby messages, and want to see how the immunization adherence will continue after the 7 months intervention participation with us. Our hypothesis: the text messaging parents in conjunction with their healthcare reminders will be an excellent way to help increase childhood immunization adherence beyond the 7-month intervention. So our results. There was not a significant difference between the two groups in our studies. So we think it was relatively successful. In one hand, we had our intervention groups were mainly single parents, and they received the text messaging. And at the beginning, they were very good at adhering to following the immunization guidance. But when it came close to the 7 months, the adherence had a decline drastically. And this was similar to the second group, which was our control group, and which were mostly couples. I think that the text messages help to continue the adherence of the single parents up to the 6 months. If not without the text messages, they would probably have dropped drastically in the period of the 7 months. So that's why we think we're relatively successful. These are my references. And at this time, I would like to thank you for taking part in listening in the ways to increase childhood immunization adherence using text messages to the parents of newborns to 6 months period. Thank you very much for your attention.